Welcome back, guys. Kibla Ahmed, G-Man in Dubai. Last day today before he goes. It's episode 153, guys. Massive shout outs to everybody that has been watching the channel, the podcast, the SoundCloud, everything else. You guys are absolutely awesome. We're on Apple iPod, Spotify, and Google Podcasts now, and I'm trying to work on Amazon next. So we're gonna get on all of them, guys. So you'll get to hear all of this all the time on any platform. But G-Man, how you been, bro? How's it going?
I've been good, man. I've been good. As you said, it's the last day in Dubai, so it's been great spending my time out here. I'm in my pajamas, but I packed everything, so I couldn't even dress up for the occasion. But anyway, it's been good, bro. I've really enjoyed Singapore. Sorry, Dubai, but I'm looking forward to getting back to Singapore. Do my 14 days in quarantine. Next week will be G-Man in Singapore in quarantine, 14 days in a hotel. But I like Dubai, man. I've really enjoyed the city. I've enjoyed meeting. I wouldn't say the local, like not the local Emiratis, but the local people who work here, like the Indians, the Bengalis, the Nigerians, the Ethiopian, like just the people who kind of make Dubai kind of what it is. Like its service is amazing because of these people. It's clean because of these people. You having all these fancy things and whatever because of these people working hard. So yes, the Emiratis have the money and they fund it and whatnot, but these people are ultimately
It's what
making it.
they make the country, isn't it?
They made it is. They give the experience what it is, you know. People are nice. If someone said to me, "How was Dubai? How's the people in Dubai?" I'd be like, "Oh, they're super amazing. They're so friendly." But I'm talking about the Filipinos and the Indians and the Bengalis and the Ethiopians. That's what I'm saying. Like those people have been nice to me, and I'm not saying that the Emiratis are not. What I'm saying is they're very separate to what Dubai is.
Mm.
But yesterday I went to another because UAE is made up of 7 states, so I went up to another one called Sharjah, I think it was, and
Mm.
it was a bit more local. I went to an Islamic mosque, an Islamic museum, and got a bit more culture out there. There was a lot more. It wasn't as flamboyant. It's still built up, but it wasn't as flamboyant as Dubai. And I saw more of a local vibe. I saw like kids playing on the street, and stuff like we're like, okay, this is more down. People
Yeah,
are
yeah.
here. In
Grounded.
Dubai, I was thinking, actually, I haven't seen no kids playing football or cricket or whatever. Um, so it's a lovely place, man. It's lovely. But it does lack culture. I do think Dubai itself it lacks culture. You have to go look for it rather than it being inbuilt within
With it,
Dubai.
yeah.
But it's beautiful, man. If you want a flamboyant holiday and all that shit, then Dubai is the spot, man. But
Awesome, awesome.
yeah, yeah, it's been good. Other than that, yeah, I'm all packed, ready to go tomorrow morning. Another flight to Singapore, and fingers crossed, like my COVID test came back negative. Thank you, thank
Hmm.
God. I knew it would anyway. But yeah, loads of COVID tests, loads of procedures, and then hopefully I get into Singapore. Okay.
No, no, you'd be fine, bro. You'd be fine. You'd be fine. Uh,
What about
it's,
you?
yeah, it's been all right. It's not been a busy week. It's been quite stressful. Alara's not been too well, so the weekend was quite tough. But in general, the week that we've had has been absolutely amazing due to certain things that have come out, and we're going to touch base on that in a bit. But yeah, exciting times. This weekend was good. Last week was good. Shout outs to the people at Warner's. Shout outs to the people at HBO Max, people at Sky, people at Wonderland at home. There's loads of shout outs today, so definite. If you're hearing Alara screaming in the background, it's because her uncle and auntie is here, so she's much more in a happier mood. So sorry for the extra noise background. But other than that, bro, you got a list, bro. There's a few
I
things.
do. We'll
Let's
quickly go through it and then let's just get on Winter Soldier and Falcon and Winter Soldier and Snyder Cut. But
yeah,
quickly through the list. First of all, man, condolences to the victims of that the situation in Atlanta, which
yeah,
was messed up.
very.
Um, Again, I mean, it's just one of these things. It's horrible, man. I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say, but condolences to those victims. And I hope America, not I don't know America. I don't want to pick. I don't want to talk like I know shit. But I hope they can just recognize that they do have a white supremacist terrorist group problem. That's
Yeah,
all. I think that's the first step. They
exactly.
need to recognize that, and then try and figure out the solution. Same way like they want to attack ISIS. The same way they've acknowledged that there is an ISIS, right? There's an Islamic terrorist group is and then they want to attack it and break it down, which I think they've kind of done a great. I don't know if they've done a good job or not, but I don't know. they need to first recognize that they have a white supremacist terrorist problem in
Yeah,
the US, or even in the world, should I say, because can't forget what happened in New Zealand and whatnot.
exactly,
To
exactly.
acknowledge that, then you could, then the masterminds, the whoever they are, the war veterans or whatever, they can start tactically figuring out, all right, well, how do we figure this? How do we solve these problems? Right? Because all this shit about, not all this shit, but I posted something on my Instagram saying condolences, don't hate Asian lives and whatnot. But the thing is, I'm posting it to you. I'm posting it to my friends. They will know this. We need to something. It's kind of going. It's like a message just going around to people who know not to hate Asian
Of
people
course, of
and
course,
black
of course,
people
and that's
and
the
Muslims.
problem.
We need to reach out to the people that who have the hate, and we
Yeah,
need to find those people and reach out to them first before something happens. So, and that goes to not just the white supremacist terrorists. We're talking about the Muslim terrorists, the black terrorists, the Asian, whatever terrorists, man. I don't know why I'm putting color to it. Just criminals, man. We need to reach out to the criminals. Put it that way.
criminals. No, of course, of course, of course. It's just the better side of the world, man. It's a hard thing. I mean, oh man, so much has happened as well. I'm not sure if you had in the news about that little 18-year-old kid getting stabbed in Walthamstow over a jacket, bro. You know what I mean? Trouble came to his house. They started on his mum, Bengali kid as well, and then he got stabbed in the neck trying to protect his mum. But then the issue over a jacket, you know what I mean? He sold a jacket, which is a couple of £100, and the street kids that didn't appreciate it or didn't like it or something was wrong with it caused some beef, came to the house. So this is why you've got to be careful all round, but taking people's lives is a whole different level, bro, man.
It's a different kind of mental. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I remember. I never forget this, and it's so weird. Remember, I was in Bangladesh. We were kids, and I stepped on that little chick, bro, the little baby chicken. Remember, I was chasing them and whatnot. To this day, that haunts me, bro. To this
What?
day, right? I'm not joking, bro. I always remember it. When I say haunts me, I don't have PTSD on it and whatnot. But what I'm saying is, I think about it. I think, oh fuck, man, I can't believe I remember I killed that chick. I can't imagine hurting another human being, let alone killing them. I can't imagine hurting them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, no, I know.
I can't even hurt a human being, and that will fuck me up. But let alone killing another human being out of hate or something is, I don't know, man. The only time, yeah, God forbid, but if something was to happen to my family, my mother, my kid, my nephew, niece, then maybe I'll see red. I have no idea, but man, I don't know, man. But end of the day, man, this situation that happened, the thing that's fucked up as well, like I say, is the police chief or whoever made the speech. Again, straight away said something stupid where you're like, come on, man, this is where you make things worse. He was like, oh, he just had a bad day. I'm like, oh, God. Like, if he was a brown dude that looked like me, it would be terrorist. If it was a black dude, if it was a terrorist, criminal, blah blah blah. But because it's a white dude, you say something like that. That's what makes everyone go crazy. It's like, acknowledge that there's the white people can be terrorists too. Don't just say he had a bad day or he's a lone wolf and all this shit. So I don't know why
That's
they
the
put these
problem.
people in charge. Who they need to check
The
these
thing
people in
is, bro,
charge
it
too.
goes higher up, innit? It goes higher up. And if you watch that Netflix program, The Amend with Will Smith, yeah, it will clearly explain to you about how everything's been done and governed by white people, bro, man, and they feel like they're the superior, bro, and
Well,
it's over the centuries, it's just cemented like that, where
I
things
tell
do
you
need
what
to
though.
change.
So I had a conversation with someone here, which was pretty a good conversation and whatnot. And they made a point. They made a point that I was like, oh, that was true. And I don't know history to its core, but the point they were trying to make is like, maybe we're just in a phase. Like, one day, many years ago, we were in a Genghis Khan phase where we were sitting in our rooms thinking, oh fuck, the Mongols are coming. Like, you know what I mean? Where they ruled the world, and then after they could have been Alexander the Great. And I don't know. There's been so many conquerors, right? And I guess the last conqueror, I guess you can say, has been the white people, in the sense that they've gone around
Mm.
and colonized different parts of the world and whatnot. So maybe we're just going for that phase. But I do think we've come so far. The thing is, like, yes, there's a problem. I do think we've come so far, because just think about it, man. Like, just dad, maybe when dad was born, or when granddad was around, racism was discussed. And when great grandma was alive, slavery was still existed. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it wasn't too long ago. So we've come so far. I just don't think we're going to see change like that. It's not going to happen. But these movements and these things that are happening now will hopefully benefit the future. You know, when Malcolm X and
Mine,
Martin Luther King and them guys done their thing, that kind of benefited us. Like, it's benefiting us now. But, you know, shit that's going to be done now is going to be benefiting people in the future. So it's going to take time. But it's going to take a lot. It's going to take a long time. And also, you have to think about it, man. It's America. When something happens in America, that's when it's a big thing. You have to remember, man. I mean, I give America stripes for trying to change, like, if that makes sense. Like, I don't, hear me out here. I don't know if I'm saying something wrong or whatnot, but just hear me out. America, yes, started off fucked up, right? Genocide, the white people came in, slavery, blah blah blah. But it is trying to change into this multicultural country, I guess, the land of the free, the land of the American dream and all that sort of stuff. It's trying. It's got loads of issues, but it's trying. But just think about, but they are generally trying. But just think about, and I'm just using China as an example. Just as an example, we know what's happening there, right? With the government and whatnot. We know there's Muslims that are just getting fucked up. They're in detention camps. Yeah. We know, you know, black people and whatnot are probably not treated great there as well. I don't know if they're being killed, but put it this way, they've got Muslims in concentration camps. But China, I think they're making it clear that we're not trying to change. This is China. This is our Lord, our people, our thing. We're not trying to change to make it a multicultural country. We're keeping it as China. Whereas America, I feel, is trying to change into a multicultural country. I don't know if I'm making sense, but do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, some countries will never change, bro. Like, I don't think a China would ever be like, hey guys, we're open to the world now, and we're going to do Black Lives Matter and Muslim Lives Matter. Everyone's going to live here in peace. I don't think that's ever going to be China. But America is trying, and I just think America is going to need a lot more time. So I give them stripes for that, if that makes sense from what I'm trying to say.
I can see what you're trying to say, and let's hope, bro, man. It's you know, now it's like the future that my kids are going to be in, you know what I mean? And this is where is the tough part, because now you're thinking what world they're going to be in. That's the main thing. All right.
But anyway, yeah, let's go for condolences to those people, and you know, less hate, more love, and you know, all the good stuff, I guess. Real quick, let's just quickly skim through a couple of things real quick, man. I watched that movie with Tom Holland, Cherry. Have you seen it? If you haven't, do watch it. Fucking brilliant. Russo brothers, touches on PTSD, touches on basically him joining the military, becoming a druggie, and just fucking up his life. It's brilliant. And Tom Holland, brilliant, bro. Fucking hell, he's good. He was my Spider-Man, yeah. He is my Spider-Man, but he's brilliant as the actor, bro. So stripes to him, man. I'm a fan. I'm a big boy fan of him now. Because I was a fan because of Spider-Man, but when you see this movie, you know, but his acting was on point. He still just looks so young, though, man. In the movie, he had a mustache at the end. I was like, nah, bro, you're just too young. You still look 12 years old. Brilliant, Tom Holland. I give him stripes, man.
I'll check that out, definitely. That's on my list to watch, bro. Definitely.
Do that, bro. Real quick, I was reading Face Off, you know, the remake. The director really wants to get John Travolta and Nicolas Cage back. I don't know what the hell he's going to do with them, but I don't know. Hopefully it'll be interesting. I hope he, you know, maybe the action will evolve. Because John Woo, remember, he was ahead of his time when it came to action. So maybe this is going to be a different kind of, hopefully, you know, they evolve the action as well as the story and whatnot in this.
Of course, definitely. I'm looking forward to that. If he gets the originals back, I'd be excited. I love that movie still to this day.
I do too. I thought that was awesome. Cool. And then Jim Carrey is in talks to be in Deadpool 3 as a villain. So I don't know who. I'm not too familiar, but you know, it's definitely going to be someone that will suit Jim Carrey's fucking, you know, the way he done that. Bro. Mojo. He'll be a great Mojo, bro. Freaking hell.
Yeah.
I don't know. Will they bring him into Deadpool?
Yeah, because it's in that world, isn't it?
Well, he'll be a great Mojo, actually, when you think about it. Just that freakiness. That would be awesome, actually. Interesting.
Yeah, I think he'd be a wicked Mojo. It'd be awesome. What else did I read up on recently? I think in production is Ace Ventura 3 and Sonic 2. So I'm looking forward to that. Definitely. He's got some stuff coming out next year. I'm looking forward to. Definitely.
He was awesome in Sonic. Yeah, and Ace Ventura 3, that would be good as well. So awesome. Cool. Well, look, I think we just want to quickly go through all of that and just get onto the meaty stuff, man. Let's start. What's that?
Let's talk about Winter Soldier, bro.
Winter Soldier, Falcon and Winter Soldier, bro. So listen. Disney Plus is not out in Dubai, and you know I've been crying since Friday because one, I haven't been able to, I wasn't able to see it. Two, the spoilers were all over the place as they are, and I cannot go a day not seeing a new Marvel content. Right, it fucking kills me. So I had to find other routes. Not my fault. That's Disney's fault. Just saying. I do have a Disney Plus account. Well, you have it, and you shared it with me, but that's their fault, right? Bro, I watched it yesterday. I straight away, man. I love this. I love Marvel, man. I love what they do, and that show straight away got me in. I know compared to WandaVision, which was a whole different thing, but that took a couple of episodes to get us in. This one, straight away, you're in, and I love what they're doing. It's a lot more different kind of character building with Sam and Bucky. Bucky dealing with his PTSD, Sam dealing with financial issues. All the memes going on about Tony, how fucked up Tony Stark is giving me jokes. But it does go down. Like I was listening to Kevin Smith and Mark Bernard just now, and it was just like they finally gave a Marvel character a real life problem because it was always like Peter Parker was always going through high school and all that sort of shit. Now another Marvel character is going through some financial problems, and it's him, and considering how he's been saving the day and whatnot, no one's hooking him up. Tony Stark didn't hook him up, and they didn't make no deal with the government where it's like, I don't want to pay no taxes ever, like them sort of things. Like it's interesting.
It is because it grounds the characters even more now, where you're like, he's trying to save his family's business. You know what I mean? And it's at a good gesture what they do, but they don't realize what they're doing is affecting their lives. Like you go out there and crime fight and do all the good you want. The bank ain't gonna give you no money if you ain't got no collateral. You know what I mean? So it's a nice bit of reality they dropped on there. Falcon, Winter Soldier, I connected with a lot in this episode.
Shall I tell you something, right? Real quick, before I'll let you finish. Sorry. I tell you why I felt for him, man. His best friend was Steve, and Steve decided to say, "Hey, I'm gonna go live my life. Peace, brother." And I kind of left him to it. You know what I mean? So I felt bad for him. But yeah, go on, carry on.
Exactly that. So he's left alone. He knew Cap was gonna dog him and do something silly.
They're supposed to be boys, bro. They're both of them from the same age.
Till the end of the line, bro. Till the end of the line. So that got me in. So I think Cap. I don't know what they've done, but it looks like, spoilers, guys. Cap's dead.
I knew I couldn't take that shit, bro.
Mm.
But the way they started off was like Cap's dead, but they have not said that Cap is dead. They have not said it. I remember there was that scene with Sam and the other guy who he's working with, and there's all these rumors going around. Cap's on the moon. Cap's on all this. I don't think he's dead. I just think that the Avengers and everyone has agreed to say that he's dead, so the government and the people can just leave him alone and let him just.
That's true. That's another good one. The thing is, because of history and time and the way the blip worked, and him traveling back in time and staying back in time. How does that work, bro, man? It confused me slightly.
I don't.
In the end games, is how does the world know it's going to be different because it's a world that doesn't know Captain America?
Yeah, I can't remember. Man. I don't know, man. Because remember Hulk and them that were trying to explain the time travel and how it works in Endgames. So considering that, it doesn't create a reality. It's in that reality. I don't know.
I need to watch it again. I need to understand what Hulk said about their time travel because it sounds different. So I'll definitely check that out again.
He does exist in that universe, obviously. I mean,
yeah, that's right.
They acknowledged him and whatnot, and I'm skipping around and whatnot, but them telling Falcon to give in the shield, and I always felt that he gave it in because, as he said in the show, like it didn't belong to me. I didn't feel like it belonged to me. That's why I gave it in. And then by the end of the show, they fucking dark him, bro. And I was like, bro. I got up on the TV. They were watching the TV and they were like that. I was like, no, you motherfucker. I was like, they got me too. I was like, nah, man, they darked him. And this is where I'm interested to see where they take the show. It could be nothing to do with race, and I don't want to bring it down to that, but it could be also like, like, why are you darking him? Like, Cap gave it to his best friend Sam. So why are you not darkening him? So is it a race thing because you don't, the world's not ready for a black Captain America, or what is it? And also, who owns the shield? Right? Is it Tony? Is it the government? Like,
Yeah,
is it Cap's? Because if
yeah.
it's Cap's, then he gave it to Sam. So that's his property that was given to him. So you know what I mean? It's like, who owns the damn thing?
It's a weird one, definitely a weird one. But did you see that guy? That guy looked like he had no teeth at the end, bro.
I
Yeah,
know they cussed at him.
game, bro. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, man, they Marvel messed that one up.
No, I think maybe they done it intentionally in a way.
Really?
like just to make him look like a goof, maybe.
I don't
Like
know. He
he's
looks.
supposed to be he's a character, right? He's a character in the comics.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
What's his name? Oh,
It's gone off my head at the moment. So
yeah. But I don't know. I feel like he's gonna, he's not gonna be there to be liked. Put it that way. And I don't know if he's a super soldier or whatnot. But maybe. Hey, listen. Maybe Cap's not dead. Steve is not dead, and he comes back at the end of the season, and he's like, "Hey, that belongs to me. Give me it. Give it back to Sam." Like, I don't know. That would be a shitty way to do it, but maybe he comes back and says, "That's not yours. That's
anyway,
Sam."
listen. In the trailers, we see Sam throwing the thing around, and he uses it. So, and he's in the suit. So,
Could be flashback. Could be flashbacks though.
uh,
Oh
okay,
wait,
check. We'll see.
we'll see. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. Anyway, looking forward to next week's episode. I like what they're doing. I don't know with Bucky as well because is a nice reminder and a nice little throwback in when Sam and Cap first met at when they're running and stuff like that. In Winter Soldier, he said that you can't sleep on the bed. It feels like marshmallows, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And then you see Bucky, he gets up off the floor because of what he's suffering. He's always been in war, he's always been in battle. He's never
Yeah.
had rest. And when he talks about the peace that he did have, which was in Wakanda, and it's like, all I've known is battle and I've been frozen in time. And then what's happening with old school, you know what I mean? Like him chilling with him trying to get his redemption from it and coming to peace with it. But this one he's finding really hard because he's made a bond with the guy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Obviously, he's killed his. What it looks like, he's killed his son
Mm.
in in one of his old missions. Maybe he hasn't killed his son. I don't know. Maybe he just feels guilty that his son did die or something. But what it looks like, he's killed the old school guy.
It shows him.
Huh?
He shoots him.
Well, it shoots. Yeah, I mean, you don't know. It shoots him. But it doesn't see the guy get shot. Like shot. You never know. Like, I don't know. These shows, bro. You think one thing.
Always surprising us, isn't it?
Yeah, you think one thing, and then at the end, he's like, "Oh, I didn't kill him. I had a heart, but the guy died somewhere else, or something like that." So he came. Maybe I don't know. This is me making sure. Maybe he doesn't shoot him, but he shoots to scare him, and then one of the Russian guys that he was just killing tries to shoot him, but ends up killing the son, and then he feels guilty because he got the guy killed. I don't know. I'm making up some shit. That's why he went back and chilled with the old guy to. Not even Chinese. I said Chinese, but I think the guy sounded Japanese. But
Japanese.
I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it. But yeah, look, I like what they're doing, and also that also gives a good reason why Cap didn't give him the shield because he knew he wasn't ready mentally. Like I can't give Bucky the shield because he's not ready for it mentally. So they're touching on that, which is great.
No, it's good. Definitely good. Bro, it was good. It's good to see them characters come up. I'm happy to see we're gonna get good full episodes, 50-minute episodes of them. It'll be a big 6-hour movie because it'll be something I watch one day, all together. So
Yeah, bro. I can't wait. Next week I'll be back in Singapore, so no more waiting around and shit. I could get on my Disney Plus and watch it. But yeah, bro, I loved it. And the thing is as well, even though Cap wasn't in it, you just felt that vibe, that Winter Soldier movie vibe, like that was such a great movie. You kind of feel it's in that direction, and it was great to see Rhodey in it, bro. I didn't expect to see Rhodey. I
yeah,
knew he was gonna be in it. It's one of the things I never told you because I remember seeing the spoiler. I didn't want to bring it up. Not a
yeah.
spoiler, but I saw something. But I didn't realize he'll be in the first opening scene. It was great to see him in it too.
No, definitely, he was good. He was good. And there's actually memes going around saying that he's Mephisto.
I think people are just taking the piss out after Wonder Vision because everyone in Wonder Vision was Mephisto. They're taking the piss of anything could be Mephisto now.
That's right. That's right. All right, cool. So let's get on the major thing that happened last week. This is the one I've been waiting for, and like, so who saw Zack Snyder's Justice League?
I think.
You seen it, bro?
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it,
Have
and
you
I think that most of the world has.
seen it? Because this is going to be a spoiler-filled episode. If you don't want to hear about this, you can listen to my or watch my non-spoiler review, and it is non-spoiler. I didn't even say nothing in that. I just talked about how moist I was about this film. But we're gonna go into spoilers. We're gonna talk. How did you feel, bro?
All right, bro. I loved it. I loved it. I watched all 4 hours of it just as we briefly spoke about on the Instagram live, but I had basic data, so I couldn't keep connection with you and whatnot. I was so much. I enjoyed it so much, and I was also a little bit pissed off that they almost refused us this vision that Snyder had. That when you think back on the Josh Whedon version, and I was just listening to Mark Bernard and Kevin Smith talking about, it, and they keep saying, "Look, I don't want to shit on the Josh Whedon one to make another one look good or whatnot, but it's just a different level, man." And maybe and Mark Bernard made a good point. It's like Josh Whedon was put into a position. Now, he's done some things wrong. Yeah, maybe he took Snyder's vision and fucked it up and had certain things that he wanted to put in, certain quirkiness and all that sort of stuff. But also, maybe the studios gave him a deadline and gave him a time deadline. It's got to be no longer than this. And you done the Avengers movies, so I want it to be a bit more friendly to the eyes and the ears, and I want to attract more people. So they got him in for a reason, and they might have given him instructions. And obviously he probably made some directional mistakes. I'm no expert, but but when you compare it, bro, this vision of Snyder is definitely something that we can, as fans, can enjoy a bit more. Yes, there's some things outside of the realm of Wonder Woman killing people and whatnot, Batman saying the F word and killing people, and maybe that's not in the comics. I mean, Mark Bernardin made a great point saying, listen, if you have a Superman movie and you can't take your kids to it, then you haven't done Superman right. Now, I'm not saying this is a Superman movie, but Superman's in it. I was
Mm,
like, that's a good point, because regardless, like, it is a bit hard to make a Superman movie where he's killing people and whatnot. So that vision's always going to be different.
that's
Um, but I mean, overall, bro, I loved it. I'm so happy we got this cut. Every character had good purpose. Yes, some characters you probably don't know why they're doing what they're doing, like Aquaman or whatnot, but they're in there and they have a purpose. Freaking Cyborg has now become one of my favorite characters. Flash, man, we saw an essence of his power. Yes, there's some things where you're like, well, he got the job at the crime lab. He got the job at the crime lab at the end of the movie, but he's already Flash, and it seems like he's been Flash for a while. Because in the comics, right, he becomes Flash in the crime lab, right?
that's right, yeah.
So I would like to see his vision of how Flash became Flash, if they're not following the comics, which they obviously are not at this
Mm,
moment. So yes, there's some things, bro. And Mark Bernard, he's wicked because he can take the moistness, he can overcome the moistness and give you a leveled breakdown, right?
yeah,
Not shitting on it, but just giving you a leveled breakdown, and it makes you think like, oh yeah, for real. Let me calm my moistness down and let me listen to the expert talk. And he made these good points. So it's like, oh yeah, for real, there are some things, but overall, bro, one of the best comic book movies. As you put it, man, I still can't. I don't think your words. I like the words that you use. It's a graphic novel
that's right.
on thing. It's like reading a 6 chapter graphic novel,
That's right.
and that's what it felt like to me. So I fucking loved it, man.
I think it's great what they did. Like, I'm so happy that he went with the parts. It structures it much better. It gives you time to breathe with the characters as well. Because when you're reading, it's what you're learning about the characters in those situations. And I don't know, man. And the aspect ratio of it, it looks like it's come straight out of a comic book. You know what I mean? The square, you get to see more space on the top, more space at the bottom. Yes, it was for IMAX, and I hope one day I get to watch that in IMAX. I'll take a little bottle with me and piss in the bottle. You know what I mean? I want to see that on the big screen, bro, man. It's moist, bro, man. When I watched it the first time, HBO sorted it out. It was with I think it was Wednesday. Was it a week Wednesday? Was it a week Wednesday? I'm trying to
Nah,
remember.
it was weekend. I swear it was a weekend because I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, it was a weekend. It was a Saturday night. It was a week before it came out officially, and I saw it that night, and Man, me and Ash were just over the moon. We couldn't stop thinking like how did they how did how dare they give us what they gave? Like how dare they not bring this? Like I'm so happy the fans did fight for this, and I'm so happy. Zach didn't even get paid for this, bro. Bless him, bro. You know what I mean? And he dedicated the movie to his daughter, which makes it even more emotional, bro,
Mm.
because of what he was going through at the time originally. Warner Brothers probably, well, he probably, you know what my thought is, bro. He asked for time.
Mm.
He goes, "Can we revisit this?" And then,
Mm.
nah, we got a schedule.
Yeah.
You go, do your thing, which is on some levels of fuckery.
Business, you know what? It's just fucked up to say, but business is business, man. Business is business. And I think with those big corporations, yes, they will. Just think about Black Panther 2. Now, I know that's not coming out for a while. So, imagine Chadwick Boseman died just before they started making it. What decision would Disney make? Would they be like, hold on, guys, we're not going to make this now? Give it a couple years. Or would they be like, we need to move forward? Now, they are moving forward, though, with Black Panther 2. You know what I'm trying to say? They're going to pay tribute and whatnot. But these businesses will have to move forward. They just have to. And they don't care. And it's all businesses, bro. Like, if I, God forbid, man, if I died, if I got hit by a bus, my company would just rehire someone else.
No, no,
This
of
person.
course, and I
So
totally
it's
understand
just the
that.
reality of the world. I mean, Jet Li, I live by Jet Li put of it. I know it's different in different fields. He's like, why kill yourself for a company that will replace you within a week if you get killed?
Exactly, exactly. Right.
But
No,
of course,
totally.
I mean, I was kind of like this again. I'm no expert. We're just two guys, bro, that get moist and excited about things. But I cannot believe that there were people sitting around a boardroom table in Warner Brothers Studios, be like, yes, you know what, this 2 hour version. This is awesome. I love this scene and I love this and I love Superman's mustache. It looks great with that. Like someone saw it and they were like, yeah, this is brilliant. Let's bring it out. And then they saw Snyder Cut or they knew the vision they had and it was like, oh, we ain't got time for that. But this, we're gonna bring this out to the fans and it's gonna kill it. It's like, oh my god, like who made that decision? Like I don't mean to be bad, but
Yeah, no, Josh
who
Whedon
made that decision?
getting it, bro.
Listen, that's a, what's that?
Said Josh Whedon is poor Josh Whedon, man. He's been getting it, and I don't think it's his fault either.
Has been,
Studio,
yeah. No, go on, go on.
yeah. So like, it's quite difficult, bro. Like, anyway, the main thing is that a guy, when you finish off an unfinished project, it's always nice to see it come to, when you do an art piece. Like I've got an art piece, I've been waiting to finish it off for almost a year now. I started it at the beginning of lockdown, and I look at it every day, but I just don't have the time. I need like 2 3 hours just on my own and get it done, but I have to be mentally ready. So that must have been fulfilling for Zack Snyder to come back 4 years later and bring this, like the levels, bro, man, the levels, like the soundtrack, bro. How good was that soundtrack?
Yeah, awesome. I mean, bro, he was getting support from everyone, not just the fans, but all other directors, the Russo brothers, like everyone was on board. Like I saw Ryan Reynolds tweeting those. Everyone was on board giving him support. End of the day, they were just supporting him, and they must feel it as well as creators that you know sometimes they're not able to give their full vision on the screen or whatever it is because of other parties involved, right? And if you don't have the money or the finance, then you really can't, you have to take other people's money and take their opinions and shit. But for the fact that he got his way and everyone was backing him up, it was an amazing thing, man. And I can't only imagine how he's feeling, and I'm glad it was a success because I'm reading stories that it's a success. HBO smashed it. HBO
Yeah,
Max smashed it. I'm glad it is. I'm glad everyone showed the support. The next thing that everyone's trying to retweet is was it the Snyderverse,
yeah,
revive the Snyderverse,
yeah.
which listen, we need to do a therapy session. I don't think we're going to cover it all here. So let's
No,
think about doing a therapy session. But there's so much story to be told of this one. You got the Flash stories that you can be telling. You got the Batman story. I want Ben Affleck back because he was fucking awesome. We got the Batman dream. We finally got Ben Affleck's Batman and Jared Little's Joker together, right? We got Dark Side, bro. There's so much story to be told of this
so
movie, which
say like we need to find out when Dax is free, and get on a therapy sessions and like break it down because I feel like there's so much. I mean, even Martian Manhunter, bros. That was so much, and originally in that scene
oh
was meant to be Green Lantern, but Warner Brothers said you can't use it because we've got the other HBO show coming out. So he changed
wait.
Martian Manhunter.
The end scene or the one where he was talking to Lois.
No, the end scene.
Shit. So that was gonna be what's his name?
That was supposed to be Ryan Reynolds, bro.
Are you serious?
He was gonna
That's
shoot
crazy.
Yeah.
Ryan, oh my god, that's crazy. What that would have been interesting. It would have been. He probably would have been in another galaxy or something. But no, but that wouldn't make sense because he's supposed to protect. I wonder how he would have put off because Green Lantern's supposed to protect this realm or this
Yeah.
Earth.
So I
So
don't know.
where would he be in hiding? You know what I mean? It would maybe made a bit. I don't know.
That's why Martian Manhunter worked better.
It did, but also he did just stand by and do nothing. He did stand by in Man of Steel and do nothing. He did just stand by in BVS and do nothing, and then also in this one, stand by and do nothing. And then at the end, he was like, "You guys are good, I'm gonna come join you next time." Like he's that homie that doesn't want to get involved with the
Who was
fight.
it?
Next time, bro. Next time, I got you back, bro.
Next time. Somebody. I got a vision in my head that's come through now. That's fucked me up now. Next time. Next time. Who said that? Next time. Gladiator. You know that dude, one of the slaves, and he's next time. Next time.
I can't remember, man. I can't remember.
Oh, man, he always said it. Like every time he was like, "You're gonna do it." No, yeah. So it's right at the end, and Maximus is gone, and the slave guy goes down. He rubs the. He used to do what Russell Crowe did, like with the
Okay.
dirt. But he goes, next time, and he buries the little toys, the models.
Okay. Yeah.
He
But
said
you know
it
what?
several times.
You also got me though with War Machine in and Iron Man 2. Not Ryan with Don Cheadle, the other guy. I remember no Iron Man 1 or 2, 2 1, sorry, and he looks at the other suit and he's like, next time, baby. That's Martian Manhunter, but the whole 3 movies, that was him. All this beef going on, and he's like, next time, baby. You know what? You should make a meme on that, bro. You should make a meme. You should put like Man of Steel, and put that scene Martian Manhunter. Like next time, baby. Then put BVS next time, baby, and then put this one next time, baby.
You know what? I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna give it a go.
Have that scene of that War Machine thing, and I don't know, try and figure it out. But no, but listen, I am cussing it, but it was awesome to see him finally on the big screen as well. We were introduced to him. We were introduced to Dark Side. Steppenwolf again. He got so much stripes as a villain.
Right.
Before it was just weird, and he was obsessed with these mother boxes and whatnot. And I don't know, but this one he was trying to prove himself to Dark Side. He fucked up before with Dark Side. He's trying to make amends. He wasn't praying of Superman. Remember in the other one, they were praying. He was praying. He was scared when Superman came. In this one, he had honor, man. He was trying to fight him, and he obviously got fucked up, man. But
Superman's return was big, though.
yeah, that was awesome, bro. The black suit, but that's the first time I think I've seen him blow the wind and shit, bro. He was sick. He was awesome, bro.
He didn't do, so that's what I'm saying. People forget that power. Like he bought that back, bro. Zack Snyder brought back the ice breath games, bro.
So good, man. There's so much more to talk about, but I think, all in all, like I said, there is some things where you like. I still think it was rushed. I mean, like, when I say rushed, I mean in regards to the DC universe just bringing everyone together. I still think it was rushed. I do think, like I said, this movie does introduce everyone great, right? But I think, other things were rushed, like, the mother boxes. They've been on the earth for so long, never ever heard of them. All of a sudden, they're these big things, and then,
They should have planted it, but I mean, that's a whole different story, bro,
Yeah,
man.
I mean,
You know what I
it
mean?
is what it is. And same with, this new Steppenwolf found the world ender thing or the life ender thing for Darkseid. I can't remember what that, the new the thing
Equation
that
or something.
was that?
The life equation.
Something like that. So he found that on Earth. Again,
Anti
that's new.
anti-life.
Yeah, so that's a new thing. You look again. When I say rush, I still think after 3 movies, Man of Steel, BVS, and this, you're bringing in these big extra story things and whatnot. So they were never mentioned before. But anyway, I mean, look, the afterlife was mentioned now, so maybe you could do a couple movies and then get Darkseid. But it all
Let's
depends on the
have
vision. It's all depends on the vision. Snyder's not. He's not there, right? Our Warner Brothers going to be like, all right, Snyder, forgive me, but come back. You know what I'm saying?
I'd love to see that happen. I'd love to see that happen. But yeah, I think let's arrange this with Dex. If not, we jump on a therapy session once you get back to Singapore, and we can kind of break it down completely. Because I've noted everything down from each part that we can touch base on, and we'll have more time to like really go through it. So, guys, another week or so, we're going to do a therapy sessions on Zack Snyder's Justice League. So make sure you check that out.
Let's do it next weekend. I'm in quarantine for 14 days, bro. So I'm definitely gonna be free, and I'm gonna watch one chapter each night from next week,
Cool.
and just to refresh. So let's do next Sunday or Saturday or Sunday. Let's definitely do that, regardless. And
No,
yeah,
definitely. We do that. We do that. All right, cool. All right, bro. Listen, have a safe flight. This is gonna come out probably tomorrow, so you probably be in Singapore. How long is the flight?
7-hour flight. I land in Singapore at 9 o'clock Singapore time, which is about 1 p.m. 1 p.m. for you guys tomorrow.
Cool,
Is it?
cool.
Yeah. So it's crazy how the way time works. I'm going
Yeah.
anyway. But yeah. So bro, yeah. I'll message you guys when I get there. I'll keep you guys posted. But yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Keep us
And
keep us posted. Keep us posted.
next week we'll
But
be back in Singapore.
yeah, man. Good times. Good to back home, bro. Back home. That's the main thing. But guys, massive thank you, guys. We're gonna get on all the other platforms. We're getting there slowly. So Apple Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcast. That's a new one for us. SoundCloud and YouTube, guys. So massive thank you for all your support, guys. And this is episode 153, man. Damn, it's growing. It's growing. We'll catch you guys up on the next show. But guys, show us some love below, man. Let us know. Click on that like button. Tell us what you like, what you don't like. Just tell us. It's the main thing. And let us know if you want us to cover other things on here. I'd love to
Yeah,
start,
man.
what we
Love
do.
to speak to someone who want to get involved in one of the passion series, man. Because
That's
we
right.
got we actually came out 2 weeks ago. What's the next one coming out?
The next one coming out is with Paul Edwards from DC World. So make sure you check that out. That's coming out next Wednesday. Then we've got Edwin. Then we've got John. Josh, and then we need to film some new ones. So I've spoken to a couple of people, so we should have some on the list. We'll just work it out, the timings, and then go from there. But yeah, other than that, boys, take care. Have a good one.
Peace.